up, folks? Welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomjar Physics for the intro song, Prismatic Verse for the intro sequence. And if you need any graphical work, go link them, man. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to youtubebright.com. If you go there and see something you like, use promo code BAM10. Get yourself 10% off anything you've ordered. Directly help them and help us. You know, build Jamaica, buy Jamaica, all the stuff. Here with me, as always, is a faithful co-host, Bobby B.
You the big up, you heard?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
I know.
Well on, people.
What's up, folks? So, yo, we are here. It's another Sunday. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. I didn't realize how much I look forward to the pods. It's almost therapeutic for me, like just to do them.
It's the end and the beginning of the week.
Yeah, like even
It's the hump.
it's been an amazingly busy period of time right now. But even when I do get around to get to edit and post stuff, and like people
Mercury
enjoy
probably
it
in microbraids or something.
in Gatorade, and I get to post it and stuff like that, and people enjoy it, and just the act of actually creating for myself, it's therapeutic. So thank you for forwarding to the pod every week, bro. Thank you guys for actually like pre-ing the pod. You know, you help my mental health more than you know. So before we have the pod started, right? Turns out I'm super straight.
I'm medium straight, apparently.
Apparently, Bob's
My entire life I've been medium straight.
You can ignore that.
What was the difference again?
Super
Straights will never have sex with a trans woman.
Yeah, super straights are they say they
I'm
are
super
only
straight, guys.
attracted
I'm sorry, I
to
don't-
women who are
you're
born
bi-
as women.
You have an X and a Y chromosome. That's how I look at it. Chromosomally, you have an X and a Y chromosome. You're kind of that guy.
I just thought like
You
that
have
just
two
made,
X's. You're a woman.
I just thought that just meant you're straight. I didn't know there was super straight and medium straight. And let me tell you, we went down a little rabbit hole about all this stuff. I purposely didn't talk to Bob, like didn't ask him questions or make too much commentary because I wanted to do it here. But let's start with super straight.
There's too much, man.
Dog.
Like, all right, look,
There are
before we
58
even go here,
genders,
I remember when like the kin thing came about, like what people identify as, and they're like, oh, you know, I'm fox kin, so I identify as a fox.
Yeah.
I'm toaster kin, I identify as a toaster. I don't understand it. Like
Toaster kins, I think.
no,
Okay.
but it could be. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right.
not too far off.
Well, you know, here's the thing. Like, even all right. So, I was saying that I view gender chromosomally on a biological level. So you have X chromosome. You have two X's make you a woman. X and a Y make you a man. But you also have intersex people who have XXY, XYY, stuff like that.
Cool.
You have intersex people. I think it's just XXY make you intersex. You also have people who have extra chromosomes. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I knew you could have like, I know people with Downs.
I was about to say which one causes
People with Down
the derp?
syndrome have trisomy 21, I believe, or 23, something like that. They have
Which is?
3 copies of one particular
So
chromosome,
they got extras.
which fucks them up.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, so the derp
they
is
have
caused by
superpowers
extra.
in one way, but they're fucked up in other ways.
Yeah, that's actually like a real thing.
Real talk. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But so anyway, XX woman, XY man. There are, however, I've been finding out that in non-Western societies, there have been accepted middle genders. So in India, they have the Hydra.
Hydra.
Hydra is how I think it's HIDRA,
What's that?
which are transgender, generally cross-dressing men as men who cross-dress as women.
Okay.
But
Drag queens.
But not like with the whole like generally they live as women. They are transgender
Oh, okay.
without the surgery, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
But that's just how they live their life.
That's called pre-op.
Right. So they're pre-ops for the most part because the surgery is expensive, and a lot of them now in India are relegated to the outskirts of society, as in Western world for the most part.
Does that have anything to do with the caste system, or that's just like
No, that's the thing. No, it's westernization. So this existed for a long time before the West came in, and then
the West
missionaries
came in
come
and
in.
was like, yo, God don't like that.
Right. So and then I was finding out today that there was something like that existed in somewhere in Polynesia. I can't remember. No, in Hawaii, to be specific. I don't remember the name of it, but there are also that third intergender group.
I really want to go to Hawaii one day. Just throwing that out there. Hawaii.
Yeah, as would I. I want to see the volcano.
Hell yeah.
I want to touch the lava.
Hell yeah.
Which you can, kids.
I want to go surf.
Sharks, waves, can't swim. I mean, other than the volcano, big man thing. No, you say other than the volcano, there's nothing in Hawaii that we don't have in Jamaica.
Yeah, but still want to go.
Yeah, to see the volcano, but
And
like
the
I was trying to think of the culture, yes,
the culture.
But that's culture for me is food. Everywhere I want to travel in the world is because of the food.
So here's a funny thing. When I said culture a while ago, I immediately went to something like the luau, the pig roast, and the whole food. The food. So like that's what I want to dive into.
Wait, no, food is my thing. So food, anywhere in the world I want to travel, and I say I go in for the food. Or if I say going for the culture,
is the food.
I mean. So I want to go to Uzbekistan for that fucking culture. Right? There's many places in the world I want to go culture. Hawaii, one of them places. Culture. The beach, we have beach. The trees, we have. The hotel, them we have.
I don't know if it's because I've never been there before, but the few Hawaiian people that I do know are also like cool. Like them chill.
Like Jamaicans.
I know. So I think
we're not chill to each other because we know each other. But like so on a global scale, we're chill as fuck.
Yes, I think going there, it would be...
It's island people, bro.
Yeah, you'd fit in and it would be... And I'm telling you that whole pig roast thing, I want
You'd have to tell me they bake it in the ground sometimes.
No,
fantastic.
that shit's fine. But hold on. They
eat a lot of taro.
We veered off a SuperStraight.
So yeah. So there exists historical context for a third gender. So yes, there is indeed a transgender identity that needs no validation. You don't need my validation out there. I'm just saying, to me, it is now more validated because there's no historical context.
It was like that's what I meant when I said one brain thing in a dog. That's what I meant. I was like, it's like I'm not the one to like make or break it. Like, it's there.
It exists. But like it now has more credence to me because like, it exists a long time. It's not a new thing. Because I thought, the most part, I used to think that this whole transgender movement is a new thing. It's just a part of that.
Under the sun.
It's a part of that new whole social, mental breakdown that's happening.
Social mental breakdown. I love that term.
But that's what it is, dog. The entire society
mental
losing their mind.
Oh, dog. All together,
Everybody
losing their mind,
like on a global
together.
scale. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
so I thought that like, all right, Bruce Jenner changing his gender to get out of a court case, fantastic.
Absolutely amazing.
If you don't think that's true,
absolutely amazing. The Googles and
Bruce Jenner changing his gender to get out of a murder charge. That's
Bruce
A1, bro.
Stop calling him Bruce. You're dead shaming.
Sorry. Dead naming.
Dead naming, yeah.
Dead naming.
Dog, you see how complicated the world's gotten?
For white people. Yeah. This like, even all right, I'm gonna tell you, this is how I rate black people, You seen Tanzania? Man, them said them don't even have COVID. The last numbers they released were March 2020 when it did just bus.
What do you mean?
Or May 2020. And after that, they said releasing the numbers would cause unnecessary fear.
Also, the life as normal.
Nothing. There's no COVID. No vaccines. Nothing.
I mean, they're.
I say, fuck it. It's a white man's disease. Remember the brother in Gambia? Is Gambia? No. Same Tanzania probably. Tested a papaya with the COVID test, or it was Madagascar. Somewhere on the East Coast. Man test a papaya with the COVID test and it come back positive. So man say, this not real.
It's a white man's disease.
It's a white man's disease. So just like this, that's what I thought this whole transgender thing was. I thought it was the white man's disease. There's historical context. Okay, cool, boom, bang. And so super straight.
Hold on. The historical context I knew of. I didn't know about the whole from the Indian aspect. I knew because of Greek. So like knowing enough about Greek mythology and whatnot. And
I'm afraid of those boy fuckers.
Oh, bro, fam. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I'm
afraid of those boys.
I promise you.
I don't really look into their sexual history.
God, the Greeks and the Romans went off
on the boy fucking.
But yeah, back to SuperStraight.
Like no, I say it. You think it's a joke, but no.
Everybody on boy fucking. Everybody knows the Spartans because 300, and everyone thinks, yeah, man, the warrior them badass. But here's the part that you have to left out of the movie.
Them.
They used to believe that like laying together, so like banging each other, would make having that emotional intimacy
Them as man.
would make you fight harder.
Together in the barracks.
Yeah, to defend the man beside you because you love him. And like this isn't something that them start when you were a man. This is something that start from your
You
age.
join the army when you're like 8.
Yeah, you join the army when
You
you're
start
7.
training them time.
And the man them take it from your mother and like you
Time for some butt loving.
I promise you, no kid pitched first.
Time for some butt loving.
Jesus
And that's like, yo, that
Christ.
makes the army stronger. No, it doesn't, but
They
okay.
were
If you needed an
weak
excuse for your butt loving.
for your butt loving. I mean,
And
but
I think the best part about that to me is that, all right, so when it's time to get married now, you've been in the military your whole life. It's time to get married. You've been fucking butts, boy butt at that. And they're like, all right, you need to go have kids to have more soldiers. So, all right, cool. You need to go take a wife. All right, bro, but I'm in the army. When am I going to meet a woman? Kidnapper. Excuse me? Yeah. Which one you like? Excuse me?
when you're out there at war,
Which one you like? That one. All right, cool. Go fair. Come here. Is it tonight? That dog here come fair. Okay. Dress up as a youth. Cut your hair and thing and wear some army looking clothes like the rest of it. All right? I'm going to do you in your bottom. They had to kidnap their wives and the wives had to go and dress like men in order for their husbands to want them.
And these are 100% factual, historical.
And these are
stuff.
known as some of the best warriors on the planet.
Ironic, well, not even unironically, it kind of worked
They
because
also-
they were a military superpower.
They perform eugenics. They got rid of all the deformed babies because they wouldn't be good soldiers.
Look at it, right, Bob? Hasn't every culture in some way, shape, and form?
No.
Hitler just did it really well.
No, whoa. Hot take.
Hot take.
The blacks,
The blacks.
to the best of my knowledge, although to be fair, a lot of African or black history is unknown because the whites got rid of it.
But it's a known thing in African history back in the day. They'd call deformities.
I don't know.
Oh,
As I said, I don't know.
no, yeah, no, it was
coming from a literal place of ignorance.
No,
A
yeah,
lot
man.
of history
Them would
doesn't
call-
focus on
real talk. But they would call it from
Africa.
They would call it from either side of the demographic. So honest to God, if you're too old to like the concept of
to aid the village.
the concept of
Just go
nursing
walk out into the field
and
and
don't come back.
All
The
right,
concept
cool.
of nursing your old and like how we are with our grandparents
So I rate the
is
Vikings,
fairly new.
Viking them say, yo,
Man, them
all
say
right,
you-
I'm reaching the end. I need to go out in battle so I get to Valhalla. I say, where the fuck that old man here go? Just put me up on the front line, my G. I'm on board.
With
Don't
a sword.
worry. I know what I'm here for.
To get,
get
I'm no longer contributing to the field. I'm no longer contributing to the battles. Here, what? A time for go.
Merc me. I'm a drag on the village.
Merc me on the battlefield.
The only way to get to Valhalla is to die in battle against the enemy. So let's go fight.
Literally, or if you died in a duel, like a determined duel, that's another way to
let's
go.
go fight. I'm
Man,
ready.
this concept of wanting to live forever, while it's not new,
White man's disease.
I was going to say,
Them did want to find the fountain of youth.
yeah, and the elixirs and like we did say on another part, drinking mercury and all that shit.
Even the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
That is a real thing. That all right, it come from alchemical mythology, I guess.
I think the last 3 parts you've been talking about alchemy. You've been on the alchemy shit, huh?
Possibly. Well, no, because I fuck with alchemy.
The concept of it.
The concept of it, at least, I've never tried it, but it just amazing to me that literally changing the number of electrons in an atom will
Change the
change
whole thing.
the whole thing.
Yeah, we came so far off. Why for that? We veered so far off of super straight.
So yeah, but super straight now. If you guys are still with us on the main course,
yeah, back.
if you go do your Googles and come back, we wait. All right, cool, we're back. So super straight now. I was hearing on this podcast Martin was playing. Super straight is a straight man, a cishet man.
Yeah,
I assume,
cishet man.
which means cisgender. That's you are the gender you identify as the gender that your genitals say you are.
So
You're
if you're
cisgender.
born with a dick and balls and you think of yourself as a man, you're cisgender.
Heterosexual means
You're
you are
attracted.
attracted to the opposite sex or gender. So cishet, straight male that is attracted only to cishet women, no trans women. So apparently that's super straight.
Yeah,
Medium straight is cishet men who would have sex with trans women.
yeah.
I'm super straight.
I guess so am I.
Apparently,
It's
I thought I was just regular straight.
I'm gonna find a new descriptor for myself next week.
I
Straight
didn't
time.
know that it was is.
But Bob, you're transphobic. Why would you What? Huh?
I'm not afraid of trans people anymore. Just so you get like I hate the term transphobic,
I
like
hate the term
homophobic. I'm not people who are homophobic are not afraid of homosexuals. They're afraid that they are homosexual.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I am not afraid of trans people, nor am I afraid that I'm a trans person.
But you really do have people out there, just so you guys know. The man, them not afraid of the gay man. They're afraid they themselves are gay.
Like, yo, them are gonna bring the gay around me. No, bro, the gay is already inside you.
Man, them gonna catch it like
the gay is within.
It's COVID.
It doesn't come from without, it comes from within.
Oh, it's COVID gay cousin.
So them niggas spreading the homo. That homo 19. That's not how it works. Fun fact.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all.
Fun fact.
I promise you. What was the other thing that they were talking about that had us both just like
men having periods?
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that one. So guys, not only women can have periods. Yes, they can. But that's a movement, and it's you can Google it. It's a sign on its dude trans. It's a dude sitting on a bench.
Caption size heavily into the microphone.
Deep spiritual Negro side.
I don't. Is that culturally acceptable?
What,
I
for
am
you?
a Jamaican, but
deep spiritual Jamaican
Negroes
side.
within my
Deep spiritual Jamaican side.
just even saying the word Negroes sound racist.
It sound better.
It sound racist.
Nah, deep spiritual Negro side.
No. As in me saying that there are Negroes in my family.
Yeah,
like there's nothing wrong. Logically, fine statement.
It sounds fucked up.
Grammatically, everything okay. There are indeed Negroes in my family. But for me to say it, that's a white passing man.
A white passing man.
Even no, I'm telling you, like the subdivisions that white people have created for things in life are amazing to me.
Okay,
like, so we're talking about gender and there's race. Like you can't just be black. You're African American. No, nigga, you black.
White passing.
You can't be a light-skinned black person. You're white passing.
For anybody out there who ever questioned the one drop rule and if it's still a thing and plays a part in our society, Meghan Markle, I did not know was a black woman.
You didn't know Meghan?
I thought Meghan Markle was like a white.
She is indeed white passing.
I thought she was a white person with seasonings, so like an Italian or you know.
She's Mediterranean.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. Where the sun shines in Europe.
She don't burn in the sun. She tan.
Little season in our blood. Yeah.
Then I find,
shout out them Greeks.
Boom. I find out the whole like what color was the baby gonna be, and in my head I said out loud to my mother, "What's wrong with Italian people?" She goes, my mother look at me and go, "She's black," and I go, "She's black."
Meghan Markle. Strong Italian name.
It ends with a vowel.
Markle.
I honest my mother looks at me and you know when you can tell disappointment, like she's black. I'm like, she black? No way.
He felt the disappointment in the gaze.
Yeah, man. And it's fine. Sometimes this is just how it is. But
it's like, wow, you came out of
to anybody who questioned. Actually, I'm looking at my camera. To anybody who questioned if the one drop rule is still a thing, Meghan Markle should prove that without a doubt.
Love Prince William's statement.
Which one?
We are not in the slightest bit racist.
No,
you are in the mostest bit racist, my G. What do you mean? The sun never set on the British Empire because y'all subjugated the fuck out of black people.
Dog.
And continue to.
I loved his press run that he went on after the whole "we're not in the least bit racist" by just taking pictures with all. He was taking a bag of pictures
with black people.
Wait, no, his black workers.
Yeah, I have black friends.
My
best friend is black. I'm not a racist.
Who I employ. Dog, you gotta look like. All right, let me just say
head. Of the British monarchy and not be racist.
Bro, let me just say this right off the bat.
Requirements for the job, 10 years experience.
I don't care.
Racist.
I don't care about them being racist because it's not news to me in any way. They come from not only the most racist institution in the world.
For big up Harry as the outside child.
And just lift up.
That fresh blood in her.
Sense, dog. And a black woman by your side. Move mountains, brother. I don't care about the royal family because one is 2021. Why do we still have monarchy? We're not chimps. We're not. I don't get it. It's stupid. So that's one thing right off the bat. Next thing is
Lord said.
yeah, good for him. Next thing is bad man. To be surprised that the most racist family in history is racist.
Amazing.
It's saddening. You're stupid.
There's a part, So there's a part of me like that don't feel bad for Megan because you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, you're a fucking dumbass.
I too have that voice in the back of my head.
But like some of the things she said in the interview, fuck with me. All right, the media is blowing up that she said she wanted mental help and nobody paid her any mind. She felt suicidal. No one cared. Like, okay, that's society. No one cares. We go up to the bros on a day like, if it wasn't for my mother being sad, I'd off myself, I will laugh.
You have no idea how often Bob and I said that to ourselves.
I will laugh.
There have been periods of time. I have my boxing bag behind Bob. I don't think it picks up in the frame, but it has a hook right there. Many a times have I made the joke, Mom would be sad.
I was looking at the hook up there like, yeah man, Mom would be sad.
That's the only thing stopping me.
So, but people don't take that seriously. So boom, I don't really pre that. But then she said things like, them take her driver's license and her passport. I was like, all right, that kind of shady.
Kind of.
But then an insider, or someone who works in the Royal, something is like, they kept it. They did it for safekeeping. If they're traveling anywhere, just have it at hand. Just like, all right, sure, plausible explanation,
plausible.
So and then, but I don't know that. As I said, her going into the most racist family in existence. And it's not question, hearsay or nothing. They are the most racist family in existence.
They wrote the history.
The British monarchy.
They wrote.
They're still our head of state.
History is written by the winners. And for the history written by the winners to still paint them as racist, warmongering monsters should tell you how bad it really was.
Yeah, think of the stuff that they left out.
Yeah, I mean,
the stuff that really made them look bad.
Dog.
Like I was watching something on the Oregon Trail. So watching new videos, geographics and biographics file. Simon Whistler. Yeah, that's his name. That's the guy who does them. File. But Oregon Trail, what were we talking about?
Racism, British family.
So the
British royal family being the most racist family in the world. It's what the things that they didn't put in there. Imagine what would have been in there. Meghan Markle joined. Party don't feel bad for her.
How have I lost? The train derailed ridiculously and like 300 people died.
Yeah, I just saw it fall right out,
No, I can't catch his back, The racism.
Infographics, biographics, geography.
Yeah, anyway, I lost it. But that's a plug for geographics and biographics, apparently.
All right.
But yeah.
I don't know what just happened in your brain.
I genuinely don't know either. Because it was a good point. I swear, folks, I swear to you.
I'm really happy we record these so people can see this. Because sometimes that just happens.
Yeah, no, my brain, all right, you ever been behind a truck going uphill and it miss a gear and it have to stop? That's what happened. Just beer grinding, like the transmission just would not. I almost said tranny a while ago and then I had to stop myself wondering if that's offensive.
I mean, technically
Which bothers me because I was really referring to the transmission of a vehicle.
I know, but technically it is. But Andrew Schultz made a joke that like anything you shorten, you do it out of love. So grandmother, grandma, really long, granny, transgender, tranny. If you make it longer, then it's racist. Not gonna say the one we're all thinking of.
Porch monkey?
Yeah.
One brain.
Yeah. To call someone a porch monkey, a jungle bunny is wild.
I'm sorry, dog. Like, all right, it's racist, it's bad, like, free up black people, but the term porch monkey is fucking hilarious.
It's funny as shit.
It's
funny as
hilarious,
shit.
Dog. Like,
it's funny as shit. The term porch monkey is funny as shit. I'm sorry.
This dog is like you as a black man. You have your house. You're probably a sharecropper or something. Trying your fucking hardest to live in this racist society. You're sitting on your fucking porch,
and somebody walk by and call you a
porch monkey. Like, yo, what the fuck?
And before porch monkey, because they had to get to the porch, they were jungle bunnies. I'm sorry. That's a really fucked up word, but it's
just to think that there are bunnies in the jungle.
These big African bunnies. Anyway. We spoke about.
Funnily enough, the biggest bunnies are Flemish, just like the biggest people.
Oh, word? That makes sense. That makes sense. Good balance of stuff over there. Yeah, we were talking about it was a thing that not only no, it was men have their periods though. You can Google this.
So this is another part of the transgender movement that trans men, well, female to men would still have periods. So they're trying to say men have periods too. But Martin was saying, what about female to male? No, what about male to female? Do those men? Well, no, they're no longer men, I guess. But those women don't have periods. So what are they less of women?
Here's my main point here's my main point of argument, or not even point of argument, but point of concern for that whole thing. Because again, it really and truly do affect my life. It really and truly do affect my life. But this is just an interesting topic to talk about because I find people interesting. You're stripping away
the Black Panther.
No.
You almost choked trying to get that fucking joke out.
You fucker, you. You're stripping away the femininity of women. Like you're stripping away one of the most,
not one of the thing that every woman goes through.
It defines a woman having a period.
That's the transition point from child to woman.
To woman. And it's without periods, there would be no life because all the pregnancy is a missed period. You are stripping away the power of the woman. Them, you see me, by like trying to make everything equal. I don't know if I expressed myself properly a while ago, but you get what I say?
I get you, but it's like how those dumbass men out there like, oh, women won't be equal, so that means I can punch them, right? No,
that's just an excuse for domestic violence.
That's not what it means. That's those 2 + 2 does not equal fish.
Only in SpongeBob.
Only if you draw like 1, 2 this way and then you put the other 2 backwards.
I hate that. I thought of the same shit.
But yeah, 2 + 2 don't equal fish. Those false equivalences please don't rely on them in life.
Yeah, they'll get you nowhere.
So men can't have periods.
No.
Biological men cannot have periods. No. Trans men may have periods.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that.
These are, unless they are on hormone regimens, but to suppress said natural instinct to shed the uterine lining.
Right. I find all this shit mad interesting.
Did you know birds?
No, I don't want to know anything about
just
birds.
Just reabsorb that shit.
Don't want to know anything about birds. I
always thought, do other animals have periods?
Yeah, well, any mammal have them periods.
That's crazy to me.
Dogs have their periods.
So it's not birds then. So it must be some mammal. There's just some of them just reabsorb. Dogs have periods.
Yeah, like before I spayed Bonnie or Littlefoot, you'd literally just see drip around the place once a month. Even anything that has live birth with mammals, they have their periods. So imagine people with indoor dogs that aren't euthed. Wow. Yeah, that's a messy thing. I've experienced a situation like that before, and they just put the doggy in Pampers. It was honestly really adorable, but I wouldn't be going through that.
No time, bro.
I wouldn't be going through that. Like, that's a lot of work. And the dog was white.
Well, I just never thought about other animals having periods. Like, part of the human ego is assuming that even though we are animals, things only happen to us.
I don't think birds would have periods though, because birds don't give live birth. Yeah, anything with live birth and mammals have their periods. So, and that includes aquatic creatures.
You ever consider that there are some cultures that eat unlaid eggs? Did you know that there are unlaid eggs in a chicken?
No.
Similar to the ovaries of a woman?
No.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
There you go.
Here's something along this line of conversation that I learned about this week. You know Timothy Delagato? I don't know. Yeah. Following him from as in high school.
Traffic.
Yeah. From literally as in high school. So when he was in his parents' house to know he just had a kid 2 weeks ago. Big up Tim.
Big up yourself, bro. Welcome.
Little Vado. He wants to eat his wife's placenta. That never occurred to me that's a thing that people do. And in doing research, it's a thing that people do. They'll like turn it into
so like I know it's a thing people do, but like nobody like yeah man, can't wait for that baby to drop out so I can that fucking placenta.
He been saying it, and like in one of his last blogs, it was even like in a cooler and thing, like he's really excited to eat this placenta. But my question does like I know, but my question is
fucking Asians, man. Just because you eat that body part of the animal doesn't mean it helps that body part on you.
I got a question though, Robert. Is that cannibalism?
Yes.
Is that okay?
No.
All right.
Because it also doesn't make any fucking sense because of how digestion works. It hits the stomach acid, the proteins get broken down to amino acids. You're not going to pick up any fucking stem cells. What's the point?
Apparently, like,
Is it very nutrient dense or something?
Yeah,
like
it's super
because all of the blood vessels.
It's super
Just go
nutrient
drink
dense.
some fucking blood. Go eat some black sausage or something.
So he cut the placenta in half because they made like pills, tablets, or whatever that the
other half.
Yeah, that the wife's supposed to take. Like that actually puts back a lot of stuff that was
we
leached out of their
use
body.
horse placenta to heal muscle injuries.
And fish skin for
The fish skin for the burn injuries is fire. I think that's
really cool. And
that's really fucking cool.
you end up looking kind of,
But using
13th
horse and or pig placenta for healing muscle injuries is crazy.
The pig's really similar to how people work. But that eating the placenta thing is what I wanted to ask, because
it's cannibalism.
It's
consuming human flesh.
It creeped me out. So I was like, dog, but
it's just not muscle meat, it's organ meat.
And like, your wife watching you eat part of her, that not weird. Well, I guess what's weird to me not maybe weird to somebody else, but it's wild. Yeah, Asians do be just eating anything. There's someone out there
to be specific, the Chinese, if you want to be offended, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Chinese people eat everything. They eat bird nest soup, and if you as a culture do that, you're fucked up in ways beyond measure.
Y'all know how things of birds make their nest, bro?
It's spit. It's literal spit and
spit and twigs. What, and a little bit of shit.
Dog, like, I understand, right? When Mao Zedong... No, I do. Because, as I tell you, two things are pretty world. Food and football. Those are the things I'm interested in. So I try to view the world through those lenses because I feel like that's where I have the best level of understanding. I always wondered why Chinese cuisine was so fucking weird. So, one major part of it is that
if it move, it get used?
No, a lot of traditional Chinese medicine is reliant on what the rest of them say out here. Let your food be your medicine, your food. So there's a lot of weird ass ingredients that have purported medicinal benefits. Like there's something called caterpillar fungus, right? These caterpillars literally get infected with a fungus that when it spores...
what's the purpose of me eating that?
Wait, no. When it fruits, it literally it pops out of the top of the caterpillar and it kills it. And all the caterpillars just like crawl up to the top of the plant and just the fungus pops out of them. They boil that in like soup and tea and thing. It apparently, allegedly to them, it have medicinal attributes. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. That is one of the reasons for why actual mainland Chinese cuisine is so weird.
The shit be crazy, dog.
The other thing, I don't know if this is true, but this is my own interpretation of it. When Mao Zedong took power, the communist revolution, and a couple years later, he did this thing he called the Great Leap Forward, where he moved a bunch of people out of the cities to the countryside, which I don't know. Communist leaders always do that, and it never works out, but they keep doing it.
Because they always say you never did it properly.
If you can't farm, you're not going to be able to, you cannot take me. No, I would be fine. I have some knowledge. You can't take like a university professor, a socialite, like someone who has never ever done physical labor in their life and go put them on a farm and expect them to grow crops for your country. It's not going to work. So during that time, huge famine in China, whole heap of people are starving. So you're just going to eat any fucking thing you can catch. So them bird have a nest. We name the bird. What left? The nest. Name the fucking nest.
No, dog.
What's the other option? Nothing. Eat the nest.
How hungry? I I hear what you're saying, but just Jesus Christ, dog.
How hungry? All right.
I just want to eat the bark off the tree.
Some people starving in some country in Africa, and the people them in a refugee camp, and they might eat grass. Literal grass.
I'd sooner eat grass than eat bird nest.
But the grass does nothing for them. Actually makes them sick.
Oh.
But them say better to have something that full up your stomach than hungry or bite you. So,
brother,
hunger is a hell of a thing.
Hunger is a hell of a thing.
Motherfuckers was boiling bird nest in soup.
I heard of a story when some people got trapped in I think it was Ireland, and they were snowed in to their house for about, like when I say snowed in, I mean snow covered from the base of the house over the roof. They were trapped for, it was close to a month. It wasn't a perfect month, but it was pretty close to that. And one of the things that them did end up doing, like, because it was a freak thing, so they didn't have a bunch of groceries. But it's not like you go grocery store and prepare for this. After them finish was they there for eat. Shoes and belts went next, you know, dog.
Leather, cow skin.
Mm-hmm. Like when you're hungry, you'll
We eat cow skin soup
dog,
out there.
Sponges were next. Like when you're hungry, you'll find shit to put in your stomach just to shut it up.
When Bear Grylls was on TV, Man vs. Wild,
Man, I was
I
so
remember
bummed to find
him-
out that shit was fake.
I remember him eating a wallet in Iceland. Him boil it in a volcanic spring
But why?
because he was trapped in the frozen north. So he's just like,
He was
if you are
trapped,
trapped here,
alright.
this is how you would survive. You need something to eat. You have a leather wallet. It's made out of cow skin. Boil it and eat it.
I mean, yeah. But
We make cow skin soup in Jamaica.
not all of us eat it. That's all I'm saying.
We make cow skin soup. Just
All
saying.
I'm saying.
Just saying. Niggas in Iceland eating rotten shark.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's another thing, man. Like something like that just blow my mind. Like, I always have these thoughts in my head. Who was the first guy to do this, right?
Yeah.
So there's an Icelandic dish for those who don't know called hakarl. Is Hakarl if you want to do your Googles. There's a little O over the A. I don't know why. So I guess it's huakarl, maybe. But
It's rotten fish.
it is Icelandic. No, it is Greenland shark. That's the name of the shark.
Mm-hmm.
They live very deep in the ocean, swim very slowly. They don't reach sexual maturity till they're 150 years old.
Shit.
Their metabolism, ridiculously slow. But apart from their biological makeup,
So they like the fish sloths?
I don't know. Yeah, basically, they have a very high concentration of urea in their meat. So I'm assuming some guy back in the day, probably a Viking,
So that don't make it stink.
found a shark. They live in the deep ocean. You wouldn't smell it. And they're alive. Probably found a shark washed up on the beach and damn it and dead. But then some other guy found a shark that had been on the beach for like a couple of weeks and damn it and never did. And eventually some guy further down the line realized these were the same sharks. I was like, yo, this guy ate it fresh and died. This guy ate it after it had been buried in the sun for a couple of weeks and lived.
I got a question.
Bury that shit in the sun.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Who would find it buried in the sand and then proceed to fuck it up?
A hungry Viking stranded on his course, no GPS.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Okay. Gets
Very
to
fair.
a beach, finds a beach in Iceland, amazingly not covered by ice. Lands and is just like, Bomba, I'm hungry as fuck, haven't eaten in days.
Let me start digging.
Here's this rotten fish on the beach. It's probably like half covered in sand or something like that. You know, the waves been washing it up.
Man said, fuck it. Food.
Meat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this.
Hunger. Your hunger is a really good
But
motivator.
hakarl is Greenland shark that has been fermented in order to make it safe to eat. So it's rotten shark. And it's a thing like in I think Sweden or Norway, Scandinavia, definitely. They have a dish called lutfisk. Lutfisk. If you want to
What's
Google
that?
Lute. Is fish that's cured in lye. Lye.
Like a woman just talks to it.
The views of Martin are not necessarily. But no, lye is caustic soda, I believe.
I know.
So they cure it in that and then they take it out, soak it in water for a while, and then they eat it. But it's just that, no, I understand that because that is how else you never have refrigeration till like 1800 and something.
Kind of like how the Africans did it.
Dry it.
Salt it and fling it on the dirt.
Biltong. Biltong, that's the name of the dried meat. Like we have jerky. North Americans call it jerky.
Yeah.
South Africans have biltong. The Zulu people, I think.
okay.
It's just dried meat. Literally, just cut the meat really thin, stretch it out in the sun, and it dry, and then it won't spoil, and they can have that to eat.
Just pack it with you and carry it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy dog. Like how humanity, people used to ship ice on ships.
Yep.
Like
with salt.
Like man
To
would
hold it.
have cut ice in Canada and ship it to Florida.
Refrigeration wasn't a thing.
Crazy,
Yeah.
man. And before global warming got to where it is now, when like rivers and ponds froze over, people would go and cut up the ice to go put in them ice box.
Mm-hmm.
You never have a fridge. You just had a big insulated box that you put a big block of ice in
And it would keep
and
everything
cover it in
cold.
sawdust.
Or salt. You'd be amazing how useful salt was for stopping
That's why
ice
man
from
kill
melting.
people over salt.
Literally.
There have been wars. It's amazing. I'll never ever not say this. White people have killed hundreds of thousands of people over salt, black pepper, nutmeg,
In
pepper,
something literally called the Spice Wars.
and
Still don't season your food.
don't fucking season them food. It is amazing to me, man.
Because they were using it for other things.
You know you can get high off nutmeg,
Yeah.
but you can get so high it kills you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'd love to experience that high without dying.
Without
And like not being fucked up.
without dying is a specific
Without dying
part
and without
here.
being permanently fucked up or even temporarily fucked up. Like I want a salvia high. I hear salvia highs are ridiculous, but they're really short. They last like a couple of minutes.
So just do DMT.
Like it's a hallucinogen. Give me the link.
if I
Since
had,
you say it.
if
like,
I had it,
give me the link.
if
I
I
can
had
go
it-
buy some salvia seeds and grow it and
if I-
smoke it if I really
if
want
I
to.
had a DMT link, guys, I'd be telling you stories about playing the game Roy. That's how
Or I want to
that-
smoke dagger.
Dagger.
Lion's tooth is another name for it.
What does
It's
that
similar to marijuana. Apparently gives you similar effects. So I'd love to try that.
I just smoked
This was
marijuana.
well, not my phase, in the niece's phase when she was smoking alternate herbs. I learned about.
I'm
these
not very
things.
experimental with my stuff anymore. I know what I like.
Fine, but I don't know. Like I don't want to try white people drugs.
No, we've
If
had
it
that.
making a
We've-
lab, I don't want to fuck with it unless it's LSD or ecstasy.
Yeah.
I cannot those. But generally, other white people drugs, I'm not going to fuck with.
Yeah.
If you have to inhale, if you have to snort it or shoot it up in a vein, I'm not doing it. Straight up.
Yep.
Like
I have no disagreements with them here.
that's a solid line. That's a
Dog, I heard somebody was telling
that naga.
they're telling a DMT story on Rogan.
I'd love to try them.
Fam, the man
Black
said
salvia as well.
he lived 3 decades in the 5 minutes that passed on that couch.
It's lit.
What?
It's lit.
How are you normal after that?
I mean, your brain is just perception.
I know, but how
reality is just
how you
perception.
walking around normal amongst us after that?
playing a game of Roy?
After playing a game of Roy.
Ask Rick.
No, but Rick's
That's
broke.
why Morty was fucked up.
But Rick's broken.
That's how you have to be. Broken kids.
Just don't be a shy pooper
That's how
too.
you survive in a broken world.
All
broken
right. So in our list of topics of our humans are dope, because that's pretty much what this conversation has been. Remember the thing that we saw after the men can have their periods still? Babies. Not assigning a gender to your child and allowing the child to decide upon whenever they're old enough to apparently make that decision. So you just call them babies.
All right. My bias in that one. Simply because I don't agree with giving your child a religion until they can choose. We don't give people jobs that they don't choose for the most part. That's slavery.
Or the prison system, but
Or
same
prison, same thing. 13th Amendment, big up the US.
thing.
But so I get the argument. I don't agree with the argument. I get the foundation that argument is based in. I don't agree with the argument
What's that foundation you're agreeing with?
that assigning things that should be a choice to a child that has no choice is unfair. I don't believe gender is a choice. So I don't agree with not gendering your child. If they grow up and decide that they don't want to be that gender, then they can change their mind.
You can switch it.
Fine. I believe in a world where they have the option of changing their mind. I don't believe in a world where they're born nothing.
These are just zero.
Or everything.
Not 1 or 2, but 0.
Yeah.
You are everything and nothing at the same
At
time.
the same time. You're infinity. I don't like that. You need to be bounded.
Is that fucking with your ego?
No.
No, I thought
That's
so.
just fool, dog. Like, I'm sorry. If you're offended, go fuck yourself again. But real talk, I don't want. But what does blow my mind is that there are 3-parent babies out there. And that shit crazy.
Oh God, yo.
Big up science for that one.
Yo, dog. I want to
So
talk.
a lesbian couple can have a biological child.
I want to talk about that.
Boom
More.
blast.
There's a story of one. It's a multi. It's not a throuple. It's more than 3 people. It's 1 woman, 4 dudes. All living polygamous relationship. Polyamorous relationship. They're all living together. She is pregnant for one of the 4 gentlemen.
And they're all dead.
and they're all gonna be dads and whatnot.
I
Hold
watched that show.
Bob.
Oh God.
Bob,
Oh no. But
the news report was last year. There's an update about the story last week on YouTube. One of the 4 dads got jealous and took it out on the baby. Do you not see? Did you not see that coming? Because I saw that coming.
I'm trying to remember the show that I watched where the woman had 3 babies. 3 fathers, sorry.
What? What? Willingly.
As in, yeah, she
it's like
her
I
mother
said-
never know who the father was, and
So-
all of the 3 men who it could be were just like, all right, we'll just all do it.
So why them never just take a
That's how good them live.
yeah,
We'll
wealth,
just all do it.
opulence?
No, not like, as in them live good together,
Oh, them
friendly.
I don't think I could do that. I would definitely like swab the cheek in the middle of the night, go find out if I'm the dad or not.
Is that unethical, kids? Hit us down in the comments.
Is that unethical? I didn't even think of the ethical ramifications of that. Is that unethical?
Doing it against the mother's wishes? I don't know, but it's for your own. It would determine whether you mind a child.
Man in my life, me know.
Whoa.
In my life, where me know.
In your life?
No, in my life, where me know that got paternity test without telling the woman, and all 4 of them weren't the father. So me I gonna do the test. I'ma do the test.
That hot shout out that dog that shit me. I hope you're doing better. In
Yo,
life,
me
bro.
too, dog.
I'm really sorry that shit happened to you.
That shit was wild, bro.
I would genuinely, like, it's obviously never happened, so I can't tell you. Oh, it's upstairs.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what would actually happen to me, but I would lose my mind.
I'd cry.
No. I would go through every emotion at the same time. I'd cry, I'd laugh, I'd be happy, I'd be sad, I'd be everything one time.
One is it just
I would have a mental break so loud it made a sound.
hold on, kids. We're gonna take a quick break. All right, and we're back. What you said, Bob? You don't know what you'd do. You'd just
My mental break would literally make a sound. Like my brain fracturing would make a sound.
man says my mental break. It'd sound like a peanut in your brain, like you would physically hear it crack.
You'd look at me and you just hear the whistling of a kettle. Just that whistle and then it would just go. And I would
Like-
either be completely fine or completely homicidal. I don't know.
I don't think I could be fine.
No, but that's the break.
I
Because of the break,
All because of the break. You don't know which side it would go.
Hedwig would be okay. But Patricia would fuck shit up.
The man went to split.
Patricia would fuck shit up, but Hedwig would be fine. So I don't know who would come out immediately after. You know?
Brother, like, that's such a heavy thing, man. I know we made jokes about it, and it is comical to talk about.
That's why them say mother's baby, father's maybe.
But brother, man, like, and it was after a year or so too. So that's like that's a lot of
Give me back
bonding.
my money. You want the man, give me back my money.
Go find him, man. Even if you don't know him,
Give me back my money.
go find him. And the two of no.
Then again, there's also the argument that if it goes far enough, like it's your child, you've raised this child so much that
Into
there
teens,
might be
into teens, I don't say
there's
how-
no biological bond, yes,
Bro,
but there's an emotional bond.
Into teens and like deep years, I don't see how you would ever
I'd have
switch back.
to rock the woman in her short ribs. No question, dog. I found out that 13 years old, this kid is of mine, rocking you in your short ribs, and you can't say nothing about it.
I don't know if I
because you
said
wouldn't
this on the
deserve it.
pod before, but sorry for repeating the story. Do you know how it moved in high school here, right? Like when you reach fifth form or so, people who just plan for come back, them just fuck off for the fifth form year because them going my grade. You have this one, you won't call him name. The man was such a menace. They called the school priest to talk to him. They called Father P for talk to him because the dog was
said, please let Jesus get into your head.
have to, because the dog was a menace. Come back in a lower six. Most of us who came back to lower six is there. Him in a fifth form again. What going? Not really talking about it too tough. There's one person who was fucking with the whole year who could not have been happier to spread this story. Him father and him father.
Hot, so him couldn't get filed for again. Hot.
Brother, that you fucked the kid's life, his life, everything. You ruined everything in one get-go. by keeping one deep dark
I want
secret.
the hot, brother.
Brother, the man, the whole year, the man I tell you, oh, I'm gonna do live like this with him father, and him father go flex so because him father big this, and him do that, and you can tell so the man excited for go live with him father in a dog.
Yeah, fuck.
Go for any father.
Yeah,
Dog, oh my god. I shouldn't laugh
Like,
if
that's the thing that's
Kimani watching this, Kimani will be triggered.
That's the thing that's crazy to me. That there are people out there that don't know them father. And like not from a them father dead in them young perspective, but like
them father literally
wasn't around.
Just literally just whoomp.
That like no, like even
You're a father.
even before I was a father and I never wanted to be a father, I always said if I have a kid, I might pitney, but I got mine it. Like whatever it is mine.
Because you're a decent human being, my friend.
I don't understand how you as a person could go breed somebody.
You create
And
a
just
whole
a
human.
whole human being and have nothing to do with them. Like
You have
absolutely
cursed
nothing.
this person to the affliction of life. Because life hard. And
you just
more
not going to
often
be
than not,
there?
it rough. And you going to actively make it worse. There has to be a special place in hell for you.
Shit crazy to me, dog.
There has to be a special place in hell. Just gotta.
I don't get it.
I would much rather you be a helicopter parent than be a non-existent parent.
It's genuinely is one of those things like the transgender thing that just doesn't make sense to me. I literally cannot wrap my head around it. I can't understand it even to agree or disagree. It literally just doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even an option.
Yeah.
How could you create a human and
A whole human.
and want nothing to do with it? Like, fine, you don't like the mother. Cool, the pitney is not the mother. The pitney never tell if I fuck the mother and breed her. You did that.
Picnic the axe with bun.
You did that. So you don't want to deal with the mother? Fine. Deal with the pitney. You don't want to send the money because the mother go buy hair and nails. Buy the thing and send. If you buy the school bag, she can't take the money for the school bag to buy something else.
Boom.
Because you sent a school bag.
Boom.
Like it. I can't wrap my head around
I
it.
can see that. Like, this is one of the first times where I've asked you a question, and normally you're able to like find your way around to some semblance of sense. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Like,
It no make no sense to me, brother. Like
and I don't have kids, but because Bob would say I'm an empath, and I have feelings, and I was raised by wonderful parents. How you do that?
like
Even if you know how you do that, because it's something you've done, don't comment below, because we don't want to know you.
But even though like and it's funny that you are a minority in that you grew up in a home with both your parents there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Both my parents
as a child,
and then my parents had enough love left over to go adopt another kid.
as a
I
child,
come from a house with love, dog.
yeah, as a child, it was like going to school. If someone said, "Yeah, their mother and father are home," wow,
Yeah, I always get that.
Bomba.
To this, I didn't realize
both your parents live in the same house and are together in a relationship.
I didn't
With each other. Wow.
It honestly did not like click to me up until maybe in my mid 20s that
How
I
rare
am-
that is.
I am the exception. I'm not the norm. But because I come from this yard and everybody else in my family except for the one cunt is married with kids and like they're all together and stuff like that, it just seemed normal. You know who I mean. So it took a long time for me to realize.
Lord, to be the one hated member of the family, like by consensus. Everybody don't fuck with it. That crazy.
We're not gonna throw out that dirty laundry here. We'll just say that Martin doesn't fuck with that individual family member whatsoever.
Wow. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, but what I was saying from that is I grew up with my parents separated and I still knew both parents. They both still played a role in my life.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways to make this shit work. There's no excuse to abandon your child.
I agree.
And I don't get and then the man that moved that is going around and breeding up holy power women, so them have 10, 15 pitney around that them do pre.
Dog, you have a whole Pokemon side out there just fought one.
I don't get it, man. So you have to leave some of them in the box at the Poke Center. It's crazy.
Brother, it's one thing for like, for example, Lidge, who's been on the pod. Lidge have 17 siblings. But the father and mother and the whole of the picnic in them life. Fine.
I have a brethren who has mostly 20 odd sibling, and the father is there for everybody. The mothers have to be there, and the father is there as well.
Boom.
Him take care of all of them know each other. They all know him. Him is everybody life. It can work. If you're going to breed a power woman, have the money to back it.
Generally, we here at Bamcast don't tell people what to do. We're just like, yo, don't be a cunt.
Don't be a cunt in the specific regard of leaving your child.
Don't be a cunt at all in general life. But this is one thing here where I can honestly say, for example, you and Mackenzie, if you were to do the Jamaican thing of like just not being Mackenzie's life, we could not be friends, you know. Like this is a known thing. I could not be your virgin.
And I would have to understand that. And because I would do the same thing if the shoe was on the other foot.
And it wouldn't be any question of why we're not virgins. I would literally tell you, you are a horrible person for this. And I can't be around you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
straight.
Like, I don't know, dog. Apparently we're the minority in this thought process. Hopefully not, but hopefully the minority is just really vocal.
We learned the right things from Western media.
I don't think that's as weird.
The white picket fence and the 2.5 kids.
Oh, I really and the dog. Oh, definitely.
It disgusts me that's like your goal in life.
It's not my goal. It's definitely a part of the goal, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, it is a goal.
Oh, yeah,
it is one of your goals. You want the white picket fence. I want a wife. 2.5 kids.
2.5 kids.
The half kid is the dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for those of you who don't know, the half kid's the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Two kids. One
and a girl.
Ideally, it would be 2 girls, but it would be if we have one of each, that's fine. Daughter first, beautiful wife, successful working wife. I don't know what that was, but I'm not paying any attention.
A Beetle or something.
Yeah, that, as we say, the Disneyfication.
Yeah, so
it worked. It worked
the
on me.
Right things from Western media. So
it worked.
Just like, all right, cool. Allegedly you get married, then you have the kid, and then you stay married forever.
We're okay with not going by the book, but
the married thing don't really work in my book because like, and if we never really pre this, can it
stink bug?
So good. If we never really pre this, right? Stop laughing. I'm making a serious point.
Oh God,
Scene. Marriage is a transfer of ownership.
Yeah.
That's why there's a bride price called a dowry. That's why the father hands over the bride to the husband. That's literally transferring ownership. And also it's rooted in the church, which I don't fuck with. So many reasons I don't fuck with it. But we picked up that from Western media. You get a woman, you're married, you have your pitney, your white picket fence, your 2.5 kids, you live your life.
It sounds lit to me, bro.
You come home at 6, your dinner is ready on the table, wife and kids are there eating with you.
No.
That don't work. That was the 50s.
No, I don't. But I'd rather
be meatloaf is on the table at 6 o'clock when you get home.
I'd rather be the one to cook if I don't have to do the dishes, because I hate doing dishes. Like we have some people out there that like don't like doing the dishes. Like I will eat from paper plates or just out of my hand mickle to avoid doing dishes. I hate doing dishes, bad man. I hate it so much. That's why meal prep works for me. I can just dirty up all the dishes one time.
Makes sense.
I'll cook her anything she wants. And I'll use as few dishes as possible so the cleanup's not a lot. But I don't want to wash the dish. Some always
cost me. Why you use every fork and spoon in the house when you make dinner? Is that because like I use it, babe, and then I don't use it. So my brain go, all right, throw it in the sink. And I throw it in the sink. And then I go back to the pot and I go, shit, I need back a spoon.
So you just take out another spoon.
I turn around, the spoon is in the sink. Let's go grab my next spoon. Right beside the sink.
Mm-hmm. End up using everything in the kitchen.
You wash the dishes? Nope.
Not if I cook. And I will cook for you.
It's one of those things written in the book.
He who cooks don't wash. That's known across all cultures.
If you find the book, it's written there.
Yep. All cultures in every language. Even
he and or she.
They even might have pictures.
Who does not wash.
The individual who cook don't wash, and if them do, you're wicked. Of course, if you're single, it's different, but you know what we mean here.
If you're single, you're eating on the paper plates anyway.
Martin! Or foil. It'll be amazing how versatile eating out of foil is, okay, guys?
Until it gets hot.
Oh, God, that's a problem. Like, you can't wrap like a melted anything in foil because then it becomes hot potato.
It's like, I've I've had the bread knife beside the bread for like 4 days. I saw him walk past. Why is the knife up here? I might want bread again.
There's some little.
I should just get your teeth
Oh,
out.
awkward. No.
Like, I had bread like 2 days ago. The bread knife is still there.
Dog, all right. I was talking to Crystal on FaceTime earlier in the week, right? And I was saying how I'm messy, but I'm not nasty. So like, there's a difference. So for example,
I've never heard it said like that, but real talk.
Yeah,
I am a messy person.
I'm messy, but I'm not nasty.
person.
So like this table, perfect example that we used to pod. It only needs to be here for Sunday when we pod. Thursday last week before we moved the table, But I dust it off. I clean all around it.
That's like taking down your Christmas decorations in
November,
dog.
It just chills there for a while. All right, brother, man. Like, and I fully when I come downstairs and I look, I'm like, damn, I should move that table so there can be more space. But no.
Just no. Conserving my ATP.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was I needed to clear stuff off and to get to the TV, so I eventually did move it. But I'm messy. We'll live. Like, I'll survive, but I'm not nasty. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like I always say that meme, the knife balance across the sink divider. It's like the universal sandwich for I might have another the universal sign for I might have another sandwich.
or I might wash it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna rest this right here. So it's by the sink, but it's not in the sink. So if this peanut butter and jelly sandwich slaps, I might come back and make another one.
And you know what's fucked up? That second one never going to slap like the first one.
Chasing the dragon.
Literally what it is.
That's what it.
It's
drugs, food works the same.
It's a known thing, that. If you're hungry, you're raw, and you shell 2 slices of pizza, you give it the best 2 slices. And then
I never know cheese could melt like this.
Bruh, then you get up after and you go, oh God, let me go find another one. That third one,
it's pizza.
yeah,
But it's okay. But
you settled the dragon.
it's like people are like, it's bad sex. Bad sex is like cold pizza.
It's still
pizza.
Yeah,
Still sex.
true that.
Still hit. Still counts. Still a body count.
I hate people that like say that. It's still hit. It's still count.
Hit.
It's like
Okay.
overs. Who that help?
Okay.
You don't.
What do you win? What's the prize for hitting? That you hit? Okay. It's like I love when women
who
say
does that help?
new body, new me. Like you hit the old body, you never hit the new body.
New body,
so
new
me. The
me.
number reset.
Yo, oh my God, but it's amazing how women have ways and means and methods and caveats to just reset the number always. So what's the running joke? Any number she tell you, multiply it by 3.
And any number a man tells you, divide by 3.
Divide it by 3, because men will lie to be a horse, and women will
Men will lie to be whores.
men will lie to look like, because as far as the average man concerned in a dog, if him get a bag of girl, then that's a good thing. But women,
by Jamaica standards, I'm a virgin.
oh yeah,
I said that all the while.
by Jamaica, for sure, you're the good friend.
By Jamaican standards, I am a virgin. Never had sex in my life. The fact that I have a child means nothing.
Oh,
None but them low dog.
yeah, but I don't mean you never. That mean you're
A virgin.
No, you're juvenile.
Waste the thing.
You say you weren't.
Like a virgin of mine once told
you
me
weren't out there practicing?
I wasted my brown privilege by not being a gallus.
He right.
I couldn't argue.
He right.
Which bothered me immensely.
He right.
I couldn't argue.
Oh my
I was
God,
just
you're
like,
right.
Yo,
You wasted your light skin by not being a whore.
point. Point to you. Point to you. I have nothing to say to that. Point to you.
It's true.
I wasted my brown privilege by not being a whore.
That's so
apparently.
That's so fucked up.
But it's true. Most of the man whores we remember from high school
Light skin.
were brown.
Brown man. And them all look like the sun was always shining in their eyes in pictures. So it was always
The light can smile.
though.
It's called smizing, Martin.
I'm
Smiling with your eyes. Smize.
I'm a black goofy guy. I didn't
You never
smize.
watch America's Next Top Model?
Bob.
No?
I like bad TV.
Yes.
Not that bad. Like no.
Nigga, I've
No.
seen the things you watch.
I know, and you don't get to judge. You don't get to judge me.
There's this show on Netflix I've been watching called what name? Mortgage or Wedding or Mortgage, basically. Marriage or mortgage. That's
Marriage
the
or
name of the
mortgage.
show.
Oh, they can only afford one or other?
One or the other, and then they choose. So a wedding planner and a real estate agent tries to get them to pick their side.
Sounds kind of fire.
But wait, no. As a black man, without seeing anything them show you, what you picking?
Mortgage?
Did you know the black people chose wedding? But at the same time,
It's not surprising.
I explained it to Sam in that, yes, the down payment of the houses might be 25 or 35 grand, but you have to keep making that payment for the next, or how much, thousands or hundreds for the next 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
You have to then maintain a house, you have to put food in a house, pay utilities for a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, them take them however long to save up this 25, 35 grand, but it might be more economical to spend it by one day than buy a house. So
I mean, if they do pay for like a really dope ass wedding, and then I can just now be
bro,
married and go back to what I'm doing,
seeing the prices
I'd
on the thing.
probably take the wedding now, thinking about it. Because weddings are expensive as bitch.
It's still your money paying for it, you know.
Oh, wait.
Show. It's
Well,
still
what?
your money.
I,
It's your money.
so why am I on the show? I thought they were gonna like.
Because they're gonna give you the wedding of your dreams and them gonna get you special things you would never be able to do if you did it yourself.
But I
But
still
with
have
the
to pay
same
for it.
budget. Yeah. So but
Damn fun.
it
That's no more complicated.
it's just crazy that. But at the same time I understand it because if I do get to the point of having a wedding, I gotta do it properly.
Yeah. If you mean when Sam wins,
No, we might just elope, you never know. You have to pay for a wedding when you elope.
that would be you if you won.
I mean, she also agrees that she would rather the money be spent on a honeymoon over a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
which I also agree with. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sounds fine to me.
Catch a nigga in Bali.
Balling. That'd be so funny if Mackenzie's like old enough to understand that. No, honey, you don't get to come on this trip.
Nah, you gotta fuck out for a week. But Dad, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
You just gotta hold that one.
Honey.
You have to hold that earlier. All right, sorry, boobs. We need to just move on. That's funny. Shall we wrap the pot up before Mom calls you?
Yeah, fuck for no. Mom can't call me though, because I was a good boy all week. She messaged me 12 minutes ago.
Fuck are you?
Alright, big up guys. Thanks for listening to the Bamcast. Big up Boom Jar Physics for the intro and outro song. Big up Prismatic Verse for all the graphical things on the see. Big up youtuberight.com. Use the code BAM10 for the discount when you buy a thing. So we get the money, them get the money, everybody get the money. You get a shirt or a pants. Big up the sister podcast them. Let's Chat Boya Things. Boya Things might consider themselves a brother podcast, but big up the sister podcast them.
The family of pods.
Yeah. Did I miss any?
No.
Sponsors or anything?
No, you actually got them all there.
Alright. Big up Martin for being here. All those females. I was actually here before him.
Yeah, he was here. He was here before me today.
His mother let me in, and Martin was not here.
I went for food.
Did not bring me any.
Nope.
Big up me for being here as well.
Always.
Big up Martin parents for remaining together and showing him, that nuclear family, because they literally have the white picket fence and the 3 and a half kids. If you add up all 3 dogs, that's half a person.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Well, Shamar 4.5 kids.
It's just Cerberus. It's
5 kids. Shamar is 1.5.
Yeah, Shamar is a lot of person. Dropping bombs on your moms.
Fuck car alarms.